25.
Hey everybody, it's Kbosen중계. Welcome to the show. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Your Chicago White Sox.
Just about set to go. On the hill for the White Sox, Martin Perez. What's the word on him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And that's through there for a strike. And we are underway. Breaking ball misses down and away. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting third, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Ryan O'Hearn stands in now and watches strike one. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Fouled off left side. Next pitch misses way outside. O'Hearn off of first with two away. And And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And the Orioles leave one. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound now, Zach Eflin. What do we have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Mike Tauchman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The wind and the pitch. Smoked into left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Luis Robert now. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ground ball to first, could be 2. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And next to hit for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. First pitch, just misses. Bases juiced, no outs.
Come on, Andrew.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle.
Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second is offline. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they get a run at home. Here's Josh Rojas. Golden opportunity right here.
Josh Rojas.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Boots it. Robert comes in to score. It's 2-0. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they rule this one.
Well, you have to take care of the baseball, and that's just not something they've been able to do in this one. That's their third error, and part of the reason they're losing right now.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Benintendi, the runner at third. Vaughn at second. Rojas at first with no outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mullins in pursuit. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Outside low, ball one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
And that's in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That one fouled off. Two on, one out. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's going back. Back some more. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as they score a pair on the play.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Zach Eflin departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Colin
Baltimore.
Selby into the game.
Number 6.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
One out, runner at second. And the batter now, Brooks Baldwin. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. In there safely.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
So man aboard. Here's Corey Lee, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Fastball for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runner on at third, one gone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Okay. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Headed towards the corner, Kboser on the move, makes the grab on the run. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tauchman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike on the inside corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that one is inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Second inning coming up here in Denver. White Sox 7 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Outside, 2-0.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And there's the strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
They say it went.
2-2.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Batting 6, right fielder, Kbosengjunge.
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Next to hit, Kbosengjunge. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man at second.
No, that's low.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Batting 7th.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
One ball, no strike.
O'Neill, the runner at second with 1 away. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 1-1. Foul ball there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2.
Two strike.
And there's a ball.
Two strike.
Come on, White Sox!
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Liner, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
3rd baseman, Jordan
1 down.
Westberg.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit. That one outside, and that's ball 1. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That's to third.
Move it!
Handles, throws to first. Now 2 out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jackson Holiday now at the plate.
Go Sox! Come on, Sox!
There's a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. Two strike.
That one not close. Now 1-2.
Let's go, Sox!
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors. and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. White Sox 7 and the Orioles 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Luis Robert.
Luis Robert Jr.
That's to third.
Let's go.
Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi up here. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
That one ripped. Mullins hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn now. Up and in, ball 1. The other way, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So digging in, Josh Rojas. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 8-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. On the ground, right side.
Get there, get there.
On to O'Hearn. They limit the damage here. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We head on now to the top of the third. White Sox 8 and the Orioles 1. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Gunnar Henderson.
Let's go, White Sox.
Perez back to work.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
In time to Vaughn. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 so far.
Let's go, White Sox.
And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. That one's in there. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1. clips the corner. 0-1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And Ryan Mountcastle with an opportunity to make an impact with 2 away.
Designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
And now the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's a fair ball. Benintendi hustles to get it in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now the
Tyler
left
O'Neill.
fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Doubled in his first AB. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 8-2.
Now batting, right fielder, Colton Cowser.
So first and second with 2 outs. Colton Cowser digs in now. That one catches the corner for a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. White Sox 8 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Denver, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Miguel Vargas. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Action in the pen down there. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So up next, Brooks Baldwin. It was a triple and an RBI at his first at bat.
Let's do this, White Sox!
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's down and in.
2 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
That clips a corner. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-2.
2 strike.
2 out, space is empty. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And that eats him up.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
That's the ball. Wait for your pitch.
Fought off foul. Lee, the runner at first with 2 gone.
All right, Chicago.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. The White Sox leave 1. They lead at 8-2. As we go to the top of the 4th and into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Squeezes it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman.
Down to third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Grounded out his first time up.
All right, Sox. Woo!
Westberg, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Next pitch is outside. 1 out, base is empty. And downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that's ball 4.
Take it, baby.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So a man at first. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Step off, throw to first. Westberg back in on a dive.
Let's go, Sox!
This to third, and it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 2.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go!
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. And strike 2.
0-2.
Struck him out looking.
Here we go. Come on.
Now batting.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
All right, White Sox.
And that one hit to first. Loves it on the dive, and they get the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
And we're back. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert Jr.
Come on, Sox.
That one pushed foul. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Benintendi to the plate.
Come on, White Sox, let's go.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. There's a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The White Sox up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's outside. Three-two now. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Kowser makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew.
Stepping in, Andrew Vaughn. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Two outs. Inside. And a count 1-2.
1-2.
Just missed. And that one missing low. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rojas in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Woo! White Sox!
On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning, and into the box for Baltimore,
Leading
Ryan
off for the
O'Hearn.
Orioles, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
First offering, and it just misses. Movement in the bullpen, Jared Schuster, the left-hander, up and throwing. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now at the plate, Ryan Mountcastle.
Come on, White Sox!
That's too low, and that's ball 1. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a strike in there.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Go White Sox!
Swing and a ball line to center. Coming on Robert, and he's there, and there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Let's go, Sox!
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike.
1 out and a runner at second.
Go Sox!
Up the middle. It's in and out of his glove. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Swung on, belted. That one's back. And it hits the fence. In to score is the runner from third, and it's 8-3.
Well done, drives in the run. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that drops in for a strike. Cowser at second with 2 down. Out to short. Baldwin on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 8-3. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Yennier Cano.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Come on, White Sox.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Cano, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. And another ball. Next offering is down low. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Up. 3-2.
Out to short, Henderson.
Get on your horse.
To first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel.
So now here's the DH, Miguel Vargas.
Sox. Come on, Sox. You can do it.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Let's go, Chicago.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
At it, kid.
So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
You know, sometimes a throw that bounces into second base can be just as good as a perfect throw in the air. It's almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught stealing right there was all about a really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well, and he was toast after that.
Go Sox!
To third, Westberg.
Come on, come on.
Slings it across. That's the third out. Nothing doing for the White Sox, but they lead at 8-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Jared Schuster.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Jordan Westberg.
Third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen. Cam Boozer, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Leisure warming up as well. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
So now 1-2.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Count.
Good job to fight that one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed. That's outside, and that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. The White Sox leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Hey, double him up.
Henderson, the next to hit, takes outside.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Holiday stands at first with 1 out. Outside low. 2 balls, no strikes.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Give it to him, Chicago.
And that drops in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Let's go, White Sox!
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. White Sox 8 and the Orioles 3. Well, we go bottom 6. Now, Corey Lee.
Soda available here, folks. Ice cold soda.
Cano back to work. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory.
Come on, kid.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mike Tauchman, 1 for 3. Swing and a chopper out to short. 2 up, 2 down.
Come on.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis.
2 outs, base is empty.
Robert
Now the number
Jr.
2 hitter, Luis Robert Jr.
Let's go, Sox.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Go White Sox!
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 9-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. So many times the sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. That one is absolutely belted. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Andrew Vaughn will hit next. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one ripped right center field. And it looks like trouble coming home. He'll score easily. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So 2 down, and here is Josh Rojas. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Just missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's now 11-3.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it and
There's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yennier Cano out of the game, and unfortunately he didn't get much help behind him defensively.
Now
New arm
pitching
coming in.
Baltimore.
We'll be back. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets handed the rock out of the
Sir
pen.
Anthony
Well, they need
Dominguez.
someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lenny Sosa getting ready to hit.
Come on, White Sox.
And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 11 and the Orioles 3. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and the throw is late. Missed opportunity there thanks to the misplay.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Next is the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Come on, turn the double.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. O'Hearn gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Way to go, White Sox.
Outside with a breaking ball.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and
It's
then
been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right.
Let's go, Sox.
Next pitch is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And down on strikes he goes. One gone here. And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Get the double play for crying out loud.
Foul ball.
Let's go, Chicago.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Go Sox.
There's a strike.
0-1.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Now 1-1. That one is upstairs.
Straight. Ball.
Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Benintendi brings it in, and that is that. One left for the Orioles. Still 11-3. Bottom of the 7th, and now Miguel Vargas. Dominguez, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a strike. Comes up empty.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Come on, Sox.
And misses inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Baldwin, batting with one down, takes a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Let's go, White Sox.
And that one clips the corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Two down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Corey Lee. Swinging a foul straight back.
All right, Chicago.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Way to get on. Nice hit.
Now batting, right fielder
Mike Tauchman, the next to hit.
Tauchman.
A little bit low.
Good eye. All right.
Two outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
One ball, one strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it out of here, and they add to the lead. It's 13-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So two away with nobody on. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Swinging a foul out of play. way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Now one missed. Swings and misses, struck him out. For the White Sox with a 2-run homer. 8th inning coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Coors Field, here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. That clips the zone. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kboser appears to be getting loose. Leisure also getting ready. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. And that one almost got him.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Inside, backs him off again. And they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. And there's a ball.
Strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Rojas makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
And here is Jordan Westburg.
Let's do this, White Sox.
Right side. Topman moving under this one. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson
2 outs,
Holiday.
base is empty. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
All right, Sox. Woo!
That's in there. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that is out of play.
Let's go, Sox.
And that's just foul.
Let's go, White Sox.
And ball 1. The next pitch misses. The count now 2-2.
Swing. Ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him swinging. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi.
Come on, Sox.
All right, White Sox.
And first offering is fouled off. just missed.
Come on, White Sox, let's go!
Fastball for a strike.
1 and 2.
And now 2 and 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Josh Rojas.
And up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas.
Come on, Sox.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. O'Neill snags it, and that ends the inning. Back here in Denver, all set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Schuster back to work. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He circles the bases. It's 13-4.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jared Schuster gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan Leisure.
49.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Jordan Leisure.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. And a foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now it's going to be Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch, and he just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Hot shot to third. Rojas throws on to first. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. That one missing inside.
1 ball, no strike.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. On the ground at first, and it goes just foul. This one in the air. Vaughn under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
MLB 다셔 25.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Martin Perez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Clips the corner, and we're underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Here's Adley Rutschman. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Perez in his 13th season, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Now the 0-1. One out, bases empty.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
In time to Vaughn. Rutschman retired. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Ryan O'Hearn stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. 2 outs, bases empty. This one lifted in the air, left field. Benintendi moving under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And getting to start for Baltimore, Zach Eflin.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Definitely classify Tauchman as one of those gritty players. Willing to do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball 1 there.
Oh. 2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
So here's Robert now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And that one is inside.
Full count.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Batting third, left fielder.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Benintendi.
Eflin a move to first. Robert dives back in. Just missed.
1-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
Let's go, Drew.
High fly ball out to left field. O'Neill puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting fourth. First base.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox.
Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Let's go, Andrew. Come on, Andy.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Eflin throws to first. Robert dives back in.
Nope. Ball 2.
Robert off of first with 2 away. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Come on, White Sox.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one lifted to left. O'Neill sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan Mountcastle. There's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And misses inside. Pitch misses. Ball 2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Ripped to short. In time to Vaughn. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Batting fifth, left fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Let's go, Sox. Come on, Sox. You can do it.
That's a strike. Strike 2. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
One down, base is empty. Hard hit to third. Rojas throws on to first. And O'Neill is retired. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Second inning here, no score. Towards first, Vaughn.
Move it.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Come on.
Orioles held in check there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's Josh Rojas.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Let's go, Josh.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses off the plate. It's 2-2. And that's down and away.
Count's full.
Hit on the ground to short. Henderson.
Get there.
Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman,
Lenny Sosa digs in now.
Let's go, Chicago.
On the inside corner for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
0-2.
0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Y to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Two outs. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Nice run.
Batting eighth, the shortstop,
So up next, Brooks Baldwin. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The White Sox leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Coors Field, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Perez back to work. Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a pop-up. Rojas under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Jordan Westberg.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Go Sox!
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it gets by him.
Come on.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holiday. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Let's go, Martin.
Ground ball right side, could be two. The throw to second, over to first, safe.
Now batting, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Now snap throw to first. Holiday dives back in safely. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
That's down and in.
That's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Give it to him, Chicago.
That's in there, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 outs. That one fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Corey Lee.
Catcher, Corey Lee.
Check swing, went around. That's strike one. Swing and a foul straight back. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins makes the grab, one away.
Come on.
Now batting. Right
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's Mike Tauchman. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game.
Let's go, Sox.
That's through there for a strike. And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. Two away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting. Center
And now here's the
fielder,
big center fielder, Luis Robert. He reached on a walk his first time.
Jr.
Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Go back to Baltimore.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. O'Neill under this one. And that's the third out. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here in Denver, and now Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
All right, Sox, let's go.
First
Nope,
offering, and
that's
it
off
just misses. Swings through that one for strike one.
One ball. One strike.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one just misses. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Dominant
Ryan
performance
O'Hearn.
for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Let's turn 2.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls. No strike.
And another ball. Ryan Mountcastle in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Rutschman on at first, nobody out.
Let's go, White Sox. Swing.
And that's in there at the knees.
3-1.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and the defense comes away with
Now
nothing.
batting,
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Grounded out his first time. On the ground, a second, might be 2. The flip, there's one. Can't hang on.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. First time up, he grounded to third. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Run scores easily, and the Orioles strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there, and it's 0-1. 2 outs. And a base hit up the middle. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And that's through there for a strike. In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Punch him out.
On the ground to short. Boots it. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Back-to-back base hits. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4.
Come on, let's kill this inning. Come on, kick out.
Let's kill this inning.
Punch him out.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Finish him.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 1 but end up leaving the bases loaded. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Orioles 1 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom 4 is Benintendi to start it off.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Just missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. O'Neill calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. Fly to left his first time.
All right, Sox.
That one misses in the dirt.
1-0.
Come on, White Sox.
That one missed. White Sox down a run. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
2-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That's towards center. Mullins in pursuit. Hauls it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox.
And next to hit for the Sox, Josh Rojas. Grounded out his first time up. Rojas goes 6'1", 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. 0-2 now as he swings through
No
it.
ball, 2 strikes.
cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Chi Sox held in check here, still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back, and stepping in is the speedy Jackson Holiday. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. He beats the throw, and they come away without an out.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
So the lineup flips over. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one ripped into right, and foul ball.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Let's go, come on.
Lead runner stops at second.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2. Inside corner for a strike, 0-1. One on, nobody out, a run in, and we're in the top of the fifth. Next pitch is outside. Action in the pen down there. Kboser, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Gilbert getting cranked up as well. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. That just misses. Ball 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Henderson over at second, 1 down. That one drifts inside. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Sit him down.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
On your horse.
Benintendi makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Martin Perez done for the afternoon, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
White
for the
Sox.
White Sox, number 64.
Number 64.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
No, that's a ball.
Tyler O'Neill waiting on deck for the Orioles. So now 2 on And 2 outs.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
Come on, Sark.
Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball left side. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. The O's add 1 on an RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
In there at the knees.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Just misses. Now 1 and 2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And that one way outside. 2 and 2. Good job to fight that one off. Outside low. Full count now.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Let's keep it going.
That's off the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. And a ground ball to first, and it's just foul. That was close.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
You got this.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now it's going to be Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone. A monster shot to right. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Coors Field, top of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Foul ball there.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. No question about this one. It's out of here.
Get down.
A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So digging in, Jordan Westberg. That's down and in. A slider missed. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th. And another ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Jackson Holliday.
And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. Down the line. And that drops foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball.
One ball, no strike.
Two down, nobody on. There's a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Robert sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Eflin back to work. That's to third. Westberg tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Robert Jr. Splits the plate, and that's strike
No
one.
ball.
Well, the
One
offense
strike.
has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count 1-2. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Andrew Benintendi steps up.
Andrew Benintendi.
Let's do this, White Sox.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's off the mark, and that's ball one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, 2 down. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
To the right side, Holiday. The throw to first, and that is that. So one left for the White Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Leisure.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jordan Leisure.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman, 1 for 3.
Let's go, White Sox.
Leisure goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a 2-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next
the ball.
offering upstairs.
Come on, White Sox, let's go!
Just missed. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And there's a foul ball.
Let's go!
And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first, nobody out. Next to hit, Ryan O'Hearn.
Get two!
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add a couple more. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And now here is Ryan Mountcastle. Just missed. The 1-0. That to right, Tachman. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Come on, Sox!
Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses inside. And 1-1. Fastball is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, White Sox!
There's a strike, 95 of that one. And delivers outside. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him. 2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. He's already homered in this game. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That one drilled left field. Back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jordan Leisure will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. A new pitcher in the game, Kboser.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Two outs, nobody on. Now here is Cedric Mullins. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. Two outs and a foul ball. And a ball evens the count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and Benintendi able to make the grab. And that is that. But two round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. It's now 7-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Yennier Cano.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Lenin Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto getting ready to go. Dominguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Breaking ball misses down and away. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the seventh. Up the middle, Holiday. Throw to first in time.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Now a chance for Miguel Vargas.
Let's go, Sox.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Nope, outside.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Come on, Sox. Come on, White Sox.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 7 and the White Sox 1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. 0 for 3 in this one. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And that's way high. Now 2-0. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And now Gunnar Henderson. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And 1-2.
Come on, let's get the ground ball.
Just off the outside part of the plate. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Let's go, Chicago!
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Just off the inside edge.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one hit to right. Topman should have this one. Snags it for the second out. So first and second with 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Next offering misses down and away. 2 on, 2 outs. High fly ball out towards left center. Benintendi ranging after it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Orioles strand a couple, and they're on top 7-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
All right, White Sox.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
And the batter now, Corey Lee. Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
Now this is in the air down the line. Kowser pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So up next, Mike Tauchman, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder,
Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox.
We need a base hit here.
Go Sox.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The delivery to Robert. Slider for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Let's go, Sox.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Coming home. Head first slide and he's safe. It's 7-2. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Now the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Just missed.
Let's go, base hit here.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Felix Bautista, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
Give it to him, Chicago.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Let's go, White Sox.
2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's off the wall. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. It's 7-4. Here comes Benintendi around third. Play at the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside the Parker, and he couldn't make it. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yennier Cano departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Now on the
Baltimore.
bump, Andrew Kittredge.
Number 39, Andrew Kittredge.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn.
Let's go, White Sox.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Go, White Sox.
2 down, nobody on. Vaughn checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And James Kingsley says he won a round. Next offering way off the plate. In the air, foul off first. And that'll do it. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 7 and the White Sox 4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Gilbert.
Now
Pretty
pitching
tight
for the
game,
White
so they're
Sox.
looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Gilbert.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan
The
Mountcastle.
designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Let's go, Sox. All right, Sox, let's go.
And ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Jared Schuster, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 and 2.
And that one is inside.
2 and 2.
You got this.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Let's go, let's go.
In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Tyler O'Neill.
And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
Come on, White Sox.
Come on, Sox.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 and 0.
And another ball.
2 balls.
Base
No
is
strikes.
empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. It's in and out of his glove. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still
Now
get the
batting,
out.
Right fielder Colton Cowser.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Inside, and it's 1-0. That one ripped. That's back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. It's 8-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Come on, Sark.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. Orioles add 1 on the solo homer. It's now 8-4. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Let's go, White Sox.
Let's go, Chicago.
First pitch just misses.
All right, Chicago.
Just
Oh, there's the
missed.
ball. Come on now.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-1.
The 2-1. That's a little bit low. Hit in the air left field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting.
So digging in,
Second
Lenny and
baseman,
Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
Go, Red Sox.
On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. White Sox down to their final
Now
out.
batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas.
Let's go, White Sox. All right, Sox. Woo!
Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Let's go, Sox.
Next offering is fouled back.
Let's go.
And the White Sox down to their final strike.
1 ball.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
And our final here today, 8-4, as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Chicago White Sox.
Just about ready to roll here. Pitching in our game today, Martin Perez. What do we need to know here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. Fouled off. He was late. The pitch. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Robert makes the grab, 1 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And Chris, here we have a deep and talented lineup against a pitcher who's not exactly among the league's best.
Well, this is when you can make your money as a hitter, and I'm expecting them to put up plenty of offense in this one. When you got a lineup this stacked, it's a tough job to keep them in check for any pitcher. We'll see what kind of fireworks they can provide here.
Adley Rutschman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Right through there for a strike.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, first baseman
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Perez, in his 13th season, he features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Next offering is fouled back. Just off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Left field, Benintendi makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
High fly ball, right field. Tuckman on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. And the Orioles leave 1. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Denver, and on the hill, the big righty, Zach Eflin. What do you have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Mike Tauchman. And a curve drops in for a strike. Just off the outside corner. 1-2 to count.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox.
Robert Jr.
Luis Robert now. In the air out towards right center. Kowser sizes this one up and makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder, Andrew
Benintendi up here.
Here we go, Andrew. Find your pitch, baby.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 2 outs. Swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Inside, just missed.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's down, a base hit.
Yeah, baby.
batting fourth, first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn now. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Benintendi off of first with 2 away.
Let's go, Andrew.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Outside. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. The White Sox leave 1. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Let's go, White Sox.
Perez back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. outside with a breaking ball.
1 and 2.
Ripped towards third. In time to Vaughn. And O'Neill is retired.
Batting sixth, right fielder
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Cedric Mullins will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 and 1.
Come on, White Sox, let's go!
And that one fouled off.
Punch him out!
Swing better.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Westberg getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Just missed. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. No score here in the second. Squirts away a little bit. Jackson Holiday in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. There's the strike at the knees. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
Come on, Josh.
That one fouled off. In the air, center field. Mullins settles under it. He makes the grab. One down.
Oh, come on now.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Sosa.
That's in there. It's 0-1. And that's a little bit high. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Broken bat, roller to first. O'Hearn. The flip to the pitcher covering. That's out number 2.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas.
Let's go, Miguel.
And the
That's the
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one fouled off. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they make short work of him there. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. First pitch misses.
Strike.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Sit him down.
2-2 now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that drops in for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That
1
misses
ball,
the
1
zone.
strike.
And now it's even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
And that one hammered. That's back there.
Oh, come on.
And it hits the base of the wall. Into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Henderson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
All right, White Sox. Strike.
This to center field. Robert hustling after it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. He's 0 for 1.
Go back to Baltimore.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Woo! White Sox.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Come on, punch him out.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike him out.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. connect on the curveball, struck him out. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Outside low, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
And misses inside. And downstairs.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Right back to him on the mound. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, catcher, Corey.
Here's Corey Lee. And a foul ball.
Go White Sox! Come on, White Sox!
Hit on the ground to short. Henderson. Throw is high and over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Shortstops have to make some pretty difficult throws across the field sometimes. Might have tried to put a little too much behind that one, but clearly he got under the throw, didn't stay on top, not a good release point, and it just took off on him.
So the batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
1 ball, no
In the
strikes.
dirt, but kept close.
Let's go, Sox!
Just missed. Runner at second here, 1 gone. In for a strike. Now 2-1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And now it's Luis Robert. Flied to right his first time. That one at the knees for a strike. Ball 1 there.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Spear to the mound. Runner might be in trouble. There's 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Denver, digging in, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Let's go, Sox. Come on, Sox. You can do it.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Grounded out his first time up. That catches the outside corner. 0-1. O'Neill, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and he was born in Canada. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Mullins now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Solo shot, and the O's draw first blood. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Andrew Benintendi.
All right, White Sox.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And the batter now, Andrew Vaughn. Struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, White Sox.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. White Sox down a run. Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman,
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Go Sox.
Right through there for a strike. White Sox down a run. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Let's go, Sox!
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that will end the inning.
Are you kidding me?
1-2-3 go the White Sox. And it remains 1-0. Back here at Coors Field, here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
Perez back to work. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one is absolutely belted. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Now he'll turn for second in safely. It's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Clips the corner, 0-1. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So the lineup flips over at the plate. Gunnar Henderson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike. Give it to him,
Man at
Chicago.
second.
Right.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
Let's go, White Sox!
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Martin Perez, done for the day, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Number
the White
64
Sox.
takes over on the mound.
Number 64.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Check on the runner.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Henderson leads off first with 1 away. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tyler Gilbert getting loose out there. Boozer getting loose as well.
Strike him out.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That's the second out.
Now batting.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Fouled off left side. One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the White Sox nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
He goes down looking.
Now batting.
Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. And a swing and a miss.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes.